What's a scam so stupid yet people keep falling for? As a teller manager, I have had a few elderly people who actually believe their grandkids are in jail and need to take out $20,000 out of their accounts in cash in order to bail them out. Literally tell them they are falling for a scam and to call their grandkids in front of me. Of course, the kid then answers. Their hearts are in the right place, but they need to think before they take large amounts like that, but also if they gave the scammers their personal addresses. My mom got one of those calls. "Grandma, I'm in trouble." She was about 90, but she is very sharp. She asked what their name was, and they just kept saying, "Grandma, it's me." I bet so many grandparents end up saying one of their grandkids' names. There was a TV show or movie I watched many years ago that I would not be able to find now. Probably a spy/thriller type. Person A is supposed to be meeting Person B. Person X shows up. A starts the convo with B. X says, B is dead. We use that as a code word now. Come with me. X is the enemy and almost kills A because it didn't force X to identify themselves first and provided X with the name they needed to be faking. When C rescues A says, but they knew the name of the person I was waiting for. C says, did they say it first or did you? A realizes they were an idiot. That scenario stuck with me, and is why I always wondered how people were falling for those Uber scams. Each person knows who they're waiting for, you identify yourself, and if it sinks, good. If not, they're scamming you. It's surprising how many situations that could become a useful technique to keep yourself safe. Enemy of the State, when Will Smith is going to meet Brill, played by Gene Hackman. Movie was just on this weekend. Forgot about all the young actors and actresses that were in it. Any get-rich-quick subscription program. The actual get-rich scheme is launching a subscription program for a get-rich scheme. Subscribe to my courses to learn how to get rich quick. I'm only offering this because I don't want to use my tricks to get rich quick and want to share it with you instead. That's a scam so foolish yet people fall for it all the time. It's like the old saying goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. People are always looking for a shortcut to success and wealth, so they overlook the obvious risks. Unfortunately, these scams often result in financial loss and frustration. People who fall for phone scammers telling them they can pay an overdue utility bill in Apple gift cards. WTF? Not just utility bills, but back taxes and legal fines. I got a call from someone pretending to be a border agent. Totally seems legit to think I can avoid federal prison with the right amount on an Apple gift card. LOL, that's honestly the stupidest thing I have ever heard. People are really, really dumb. But I'm also super glad the IRS takes Google Play cards. Paid my taxes for all of 2023 already last week, so glad they called me ahead of time. Now I have nothing to worry about. I really like it when they call from agencies that don't exist in Canada, claiming I can pay my taxes with a gift card. I love it when those government agencies call. Of course, as federal agencies, they have to be bilingual. So je demande toujours de parler en français. You know, give them a chance to practice. It's so weird how they can never even transfer me to someone who can help. My client got taken for $40,000 in gift cards in a Bitcoin machine scam over the course of 2.5 days. The bank held her and begged her not to leave because they thought she was in danger, but the scammer told her to tell them she has a right to her money, and they gave up. They never called her husband, which would have helped. The second Kroger refused to sell her the gift cards and told her they would call the cops, and called her credit card company to tell them to close the card. Kroger was the hero in this situation. It helped snap her out of it, but most of the money was gone. Talk to your older relatives. This is so common. Hello, this is John White. I am calling from Windows Technical Support. We have received notification that there are many errors on your computer, and that it may have a virus. A friend of mine kept one of these callers on the line for an hour and a half the other day. Because he works in IT, my friend kept him talking while he set up a virtual machine and let the scammer connect to it, then typed a web address onto the screen that he told the scammer would take him to his online bank so they could process payment. The link was to the YouTube video for Never Gonna Give You Up. Those lose 15 pounds in 5 days type diets in supermarket tabloids. Dude, it works. I lost 20 pounds in 10 days. The diet is called a very aggressive stomach flu. You can't keep anything down and you shit your brains out. At a remote firebase in southern Afghanistan, we found out the hard way that our cook never washed his hands. For 2 weeks in July, our team had ceased all operations. During that time, our existence was shuffling between our beds and the porta-johns with 4 bags duct taped to our arms. We tried to send the cook back to Kandahar only to find he'd been sent to us in order to get him away from there. Nobody would take him and we couldn't send him back to the States, so we were stuck with him. I was a brand new sergeant, so he became my first soldier. My job was to make sure he stayed clean. 5 out of 10 diet plan. The cramping is terrible, but it's a pretty effective cutting cycle. I went over there weighing 210 and came back just over 160. Those Middle East stomach bugs ain't no joke.